Well, what is up, reptilian kingdoms? We are here today. We're cleaning up Charizard's enclosure. We're changing our substrate, so stay tuned as we review what substrate we will be using next. We're gonna take away the cob corn and we're changing it up to make it easier to clean feces. Over time, cob corn does cost a lot more money than our next substrate. So stay tuned as we get going with the cleaning and revealing the substrate. So as we get ready to clean Charizard's enclosure, I do have to put my N95 mask on because I do have bad asthma. We know what happens if I breathe in all this stuff. Oh, sorry, did I scare you, girl? But I'm gonna be removing every single cob corn here, every little particle to put on our next substrate. First, we're gonna scoop as much as we can out, and then we're gonna vacuum the rest. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Charizard, can I move you out the enclosure? Sorry, Charizard. Say hi to everyone. Oh, okay, impatient one. Just put you in this enclosure next door. And now we're gonna disinfect it, reptile cage cleaning. Leave it there for 5 minutes to kill bacteria and all the odor smell. We're gonna spray everywhere. In the walls. We're gonna wipe with some paper towel. Hopefully most bacteria is gone. So the new substrate I will be using is play sand. Yes, I know it gets controversial. People like to say berry dragons can't have sand. I will be using sand as my substrate. I'm switching my cob corn to play sand. It's okay. I could make it more bioactive with topsoil and some other like moss, but I'm just gonna keep it simple with sand for now. Sub-adults to adults, it's perfectly fine to use sand, just not babies and juvenile because of impaction. So we got here 50-pound sand from Home Depot for like only $8, which is pretty cheap. We're actually gonna rinse the sand a little, so we're gonna put it in this bucket right here. I should be wearing a mask, but I'm not wearing a mask. Let's hope my asthma don't get triggered. It's not like big piece of sand, just your regular sand you'll see, super dusty. As you can see, there's a lot of dust everywhere. Berry dragons are desert animals, right? We got the hose here and sand. Just wet it. Remember, like I said, it's optional to play with the sand, wet it a little before you put it into your dragon chamber. So what I forgot to tell you guys all is that after you wet the sand, you gotta wait a couple days. It's been like 4 days and I'm back here. Sand's still a little wet, but we're gonna put it in, but we're not gonna put too much because it is a bit heavy. I left it outside in the sun. I left it in the reptile room in the 90-degree temperature. A little wet. We're gonna go on, put some sand into the enclosure now. As you can see, the enclosure isn't fully clean, but that's okay. We're gonna end up cleaning it more. We just wanna make this video, get it over with. And then we're gonna remove the sand, clean it out, and put new sand. But for now, we're gonna put the play sand in there right now. As you see, it's still a little clumpy because it's still wet. Once it's not wet no more, it'll just come out like actual sand, like when you're at the beach and the sand's just coming out your hand. You see the enclosure is kind of bent a little down now. These are the dubia container, PVC. I don't think it could hold too much sand in these type of enclosure. Definitely gotta spread out and not have too much in the center. It'll be better once it's dried out too. Looks more like Charizard will be in the beach with wet sand, but you got this 105-degree basking area that will dry this portion of the sand out really quick. This is probably like 10-pound worth of sand in this 120-gallon enclosure. I mean, this will be enough sand for now. Once all the other sand dry out, then we'll put even more here. You can hear Charizard so eager to come back in her enclosure because I had her out of this enclosure for a couple of days as well. This is how it temporarily looks like. We're gonna try to put Charizard in the enclosure for the first time with sand. So this is gonna be her first time touching sand as well. You wanna jump in there yourself? She's trying to lick the sand to see what it is, the substrate. That's what they do. They use their tongue to gauge what they're dealing with sometimes. We're also gonna put this back in here, her basking spot. There you go. And one more of her decoy right here, so she has a lot of space to go around. You know, Charizard doesn't have like sharp nails. She definitely could get more grip with the sand. But yes, so the substrate is sand for Charizard, our new substrate right here. Check out what do you think of her enclosure. What the background wall, which we got from Dubia. We got a couple things for her to do so she's not bored all the time, and the sand as well. Let us know from 1 to 10 what you think of her enclosure. And this is a 120 gallon, which is a 4x2x2. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and we'll continue to keep posting entertaining and educational bearded dragon and reptile videos for you all. So don't forget to like, subscribe, yes, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces.